Johnson is fouled.
Here he comes through the legs, the setup. And this is a dandy also, right behind the back. You know, sometimes that's called showing off, but right there, that wasn't. That was with a purpose. He understands the defender's coming at him. It's easier to go behind the back and direct it that way.
Kansas State.
This is about as good as you can run it as the point guard. Look at him. He's looking across to the other side of the floor and decides, watch, his head goes this way. He looks away, and Tomlin just...
Kentucky Wildcats 26. Welcome back to our New York studio. AT&T at the half. Greg Nowell with Clark Kellogg, Kenny Smith, and Wally Serviak. Kenny, this first half has been peripatetic and hectic. It has been anything but dull and slow.
No, anything but dull and slow. Sometimes when you're driving down the highway and you got to change lanes, some people let the car go by them and they go behind. Some people go in the front.
Yeah.
Well, Markquis Nowell, because you have to be a great player, you got to know the difference between a stop sign and a green light. And here it is right here. Everybody else would say 4 men are back. This is a stop sign. He says, no, this is a green light. Because now I got a big on me, and if I attack the big, all I have to do is reverse and lay. This is pro moves for this guy. And again, most people see stop signs, he sees green light. You see 5 defenders with eyes on him, but he's able to take that extra step and find over wide open guys. Miss the shot, doesn't matter. If we take these kind of shots, we're gonna win. And again, stop sign or is it a green light? He catches it here, one guy back. No, take one more dribble because it's a green light. Because I got a dunk right here coming through it. I don't know if you can name him, but you had to. I don't know a 6-foot-under guy in college basketball that better than him.
He's terrific. He's outstanding. He had a really good first half, but those highlights indicate how he impacts the game with his passing.
Yeah, he definitely impacts.
Corner.
Half-court set here for Kansas State with Sills and Nowell. Nowell, zigzag move, gives it up. It's banger after banger for Markquis Nowell. The finish by Keontae Johnson.
And one of the reasons he's so good, and just one of the reasons, is the way he holds on to the ball until a guy gets to a spot where he can deliver it, and his teammate can put it into the basket and deliver that part of the play.
Kansas State up. Rebounded by Sills. There's Nowell.
The decisions he makes.
The speed. Nowell, it's a master class. Heart over height for Markquis Nowell.
So, you've heard me say, force a guy to his weak hand. You can't with this guy because he's just as good going both ways. Kansas State with a little run of their own here. Nowell showing his stuff in the first half in terms of the great decisions that he makes. He lures people to him, goes over the top for a high three-pointer in Sheetway. Just putting on a nice clinic in terms of how to run the point guard position.
Evan?
When you talk to Markquis Nowell about that vision, guys, he told me he's obsessed with watching film. He picks up tendencies on the defense, but also, Jimmy, you mentioned this too, his own teammates. He knows where they like to get the ball on the floor.
We talk about all those New York City guards. Rod Strickland is one that deserves a lot of love because so many of those New York guards look to him as inspiration for how to go out and get it done on the floor.
Yeah, pretty good guy to emulate.
Frederick out of the timeout.
Over the top, the Sheetway, nothing there. Second option, go to the corner.
47-46 Kansas State. Nowell. No!
Just fill the middle of the floor if you're playing with them. Perfectly delivered. Johnson, get him involved a little bit too. He's now 3 for 10. And Gassan with the foot right to...
And he's given Kentucky a 1-point lead. We've had 8 ties, 7 lead changes. Largest cushion was 8 for Kentucky. Nowell banks it in. He is
awkwardly and short and popped right off the rim, right to Sheetway.
21 points, 17 rebounds for Oscar Sheetway. The lead is 3 for Kentucky. For the tie, he's got it. Nowell on the limited range.
I happened to look for a steal in the middle of the floor, and that cost them with a disadvantage down on the blocks.
Nowell takes a peek. Gassan sets the screen. Nowell a 3 on target.
And big-time player. Well, look at this. Come down sooner or later. Whew.
Give Kansas State a 1-point lead.
Yep. I'll use the word tricky. He's so tricky.
Yeah, I think there's a very good possibility he was looking for Gasson.
Went for a steal in the middle of the floor, and that cost them the disadvantage down on the blocks.
Nowell takes a peek. Gasson sets the screen. Nowell, a three. On target!
I think they want to get Johnson. There you go. There's a
They do.
Yep.
That's perfectly executed.
There's that slip cut. Johnson finishes it off.
Kansas State is trying to ice this one at the free throw line with Nowell.
Here we go again. Watch the routine.
Nobody that they trust more.